There's a
We
green light.
should be live.
Rock and roll, we're live. We think we're live. We're pretty sure we're live. The broadcasting software got an update this morning, and it's I'll talk into the microphone too. Hey! So, good morning. It's Friday. How y'all holding up? Is today the last day of the lockdown in Georgia?
Thought that was yesterday.
Is that how that works? Was it yesterday? Oh, it's my birthday! So we can go and do things today. And you know what that means? I'm going to be at the desk working on a script today. But it's really good script, and I'm having a ball with it, and there will probably be cake. And then tomorrow I'm going to go shoot a bunch of homeless people. I'll bring them back here and cut them up in the basement. For a documentary.
Right.
No bums will be harmed in the filming of this picture. I'm going to shoot them with a Lumix G85, which is not an assault camera. Speaking of weapons, it's Friday, which means we're talking about bad guys getting what they deserve. So, we've got this one from burglar shot dead when discovered by armed homeowner. This is out of Dallas, Texas. A burglar ended up dead after trying to rob a homeowner ready to defend his property. Guys, I really hope that you saw the thumbnail, because there is a facepalm moment here. It's a short article. These are always real short. Police were called at the 2900 block of Villa Sur Trail on the northeast side of Dallas just after 11 Friday. Police tell us the homeowner came outside and discovered a burglar breaking into his shed. He drew his weapon and shot the burglar. All right. Couple of things. We're in Texas. It's after 11. Man walks outside. It's after 11. He's probably in his pajamas drinking whiskey and watching TV. Or just watching TV. But it's after 11. And he's wearing his gun. Cameron, maybe you remember this thing that happened several years ago now. You were staying with us one night, and I had gone to bed early, and you and Fee were up. Just you and my wife were just sitting around drinking a little bit, and I woke up. It was around midnight, and I came downstairs, and you were a little tipsy, and you confronted me like I had offended you somehow. Like, dude, did you drink one of my beers? And I was like, no. I've been awake for like 10 minutes. I started a pot of coffee. I didn't drink one. But dude, did you drink one of my beers? And you dropped one when no. Something else is happening here. You remember this, right?
Oh, I very much remember this.
So I go out of the garage to see what's going on. Some deeply inebriated dude, and I never actually saw the guy. You did, right?
Correct.
Had come into my garage, and do I say he robbed us, or do I say no? He physically removed property from my property. So that's a robbery. He was stopped and apprehended after he robbed us, and everything was recovered. Here's where he screwed up. He tried to rob my garage. He grabbed a large empty Amazon box that some film equipment had been delivered in, and tried to load it with body armor and ammo cans and airsoft rifles that we use for film props now. So basically, the guy loaded this box up and tried to run off with it. He had already apparently run off with several other things, which we recovered from different places. But I mean, he stole like 4 or 5 rifles, a couple of cans of ammo, a set of body armor and a tactical assault vest, a bunch of rifle magazines, and I shit you not, 2 empty 5-gallon water jugs.
And the beer.
And the beer. Well, the thing that tipped us off was he dropped a beer that exploded all over the garage floor. If it Honestly, if it hadn't been for Cameron noticing that, I probably would not have turned the lights on and then looked around and said, "Hey, wait a minute, there's a bunch of shit missing." Well, of course, everything he tried to put in this cardboard box was so heavy that I assume he just got tired trying to tow. He had an easy 100 pounds worth of tactical equipment in this box. So he dropped the box in the yard across the street. I'm assuming he just couldn't tote it for very far and realized, oh shit, they're gonna get me. And as soon as I realized what was going on, I called the police. Local sheriff's department sent a few cars out, and when the cars got out here, I was walking down the street in my bathrobe with a 357 in one hand and a flashlight in the other, cigarette hanging out of my mouth. And people are like, "Hey boys, I think he went this way." Yeah, we're in Georgia. So, dude comes out 11 o'clock at night, and the injured burglar then stumbled to his own car and tried to drive away, but crashed into another parked vehicle. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
You know, I love the first line of this article. A burglar ended up dead after trying to rob a homeowner ready to defend his property. That's...
Yep, there's nothing about that I don't like.
Well, and the whole... there's none of this...
Well, I mean, obviously,
alleged...
I'm not a fan of people robbing homeowners, but that the homeowner was prepared and defended his property, I like it.
Well, not only that, but there's none of this allegedly stuff, and...
Right.
They don't refer to the burglar as the victim of the shooting. Yeah.
Yeah, because this isn't California. You know, there's a big difference between California and Texas. Namely, it costs a lot more money to rent a U-Haul to leave California and go to Texas than it does the other way around. Because of supply and demand.
Yeah, just quick aside. If you're sick of California and New York and you move to Georgia, vote like you live in Georgia, not like you live in California or New York.
Right. Vote like you don't want to get sick of the place you live. Vote like you would prefer not to have homeless people shoot up heroin and defecate on the front doorstep of your small local business.
Ah, San Francisco. Make sure you wear flowers in your hair.
People to be prosperous and wealthy, rather than be incentivized into poverty and homelessness by cheap money. Okay, so let's just go to the next story before I get off on a hard tangent. Wow. A man shot and killed after he broke into home of woman he'd been dating, let's police say. There's a twist in this story because I expected that was going to go a certain kind of way, and it does not seem to have. A 24-year-old man died after police said he was shot after breaking into a home in North Lexington late Friday night. Okay, so I got this far into the story. I'm like, okay, this guy was acting a fool, and who knows? Maybe he even tried to do a little non-consensual something to the ex, like, "Oh, but you still love me," and nope. Turns out that's not what happened. Lexington police said a woman called them to report that a man she had been dating had broken into her home on Alice Drive, and he begun. Cameron, someone got paid to write this article.
Somebody else got paid to edit the article.
And then somebody else got paid to say, "Oh, this article's been edited and written and looks good enough for my paper."
But yeah, dude buddy busts in. He's armed. Starts shooting.
And another resident fired back, striking the intruder.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little fuzzy on this. It says broke into her home on the 1900 block of Alice Drive, but then it says another resident fired back. So I'm kind of I'm kind of getting, that's my baby brother calling. I'll have to call him back as soon as we get off the air. I'm kind of getting apartment building from that, but whatever.
Or it could just be a roommate.
Maybe.
But yeah, as you go through the story, you find out that the guy's got a history of domestic abuse and this sort of thing. So that's not one, but two instances where
active warrants for domestic violence.
Yep. Chris didn't mute his phone.
Yeah, sorry guys.
I just picture Steven Crowder screaming at you. Who moved their fucking phone?
And it's my birthday, so everybody's calling and texting to wish me happy birthday.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Guys, it's my birthday. Did it ever occur to you that I might want to sleep in? It didn't,
Chris,
because they know me and I don't. So, but yeah,
yes.
maybe I might have maybe.
But here's two instances that disprove the notion about, oh, man, good guys with guns never stop bad guys with guns. In fact, it happens. It happens very routinely. And the second story in particular, feminists, hello, get armed. You really want to be equal to men? You really want to break the patriarchy and all of that? Learn how to shoot a 9mm. It works. It's effective. It's what you call a deterrent.
Yep. That's about all I've got for this morning, though. It's time for me to do something else.
Yeah, these Friday
and then I'm going to write a script.
Yeah, these Friday shows are always so easy. It's like, hey, here we go. Our experiment that where we sought to prove, basically the whole narrative about the good guy with a gun. No, that's actually how it happens. I mean, it just marches on. Like, at what point in time can we say we have conclusively proven, no. Good guys with guns stop bad guys all the time, routinely.
Yeah, I think we crossed that line 2 years ago. At least.
Something like that.
All right. Well, be safe out there. Have a great weekend. It is Friday, so you get your weekend safety brief. Don't drive drink. Don't fry bacon naked. Wash your damn hands. We'll see you Monday morning. Be safe.
All right, man. Later.
Later, brother.